You just figured out you could pause time. You can pause time for as long as you want and without repercussions. What do you do? If I didn't age in the stop time, I would learn as much skills as possible. For example, oh no, my friends and I are standing in front of a locked lock. Lem, just learn how to lockpick in literally no time. Everyone always say rob a bank when these questions are asked. There's a really good chance that they could trace the missing bills back to you. The real answer is you go to the casino and play blackjack, and look at the dealer's cards every time. I would run around and move people from one side of the room to the other. Hehehehe. Uncool answer. Tackle my backlog of work so I can return refreshed, anxiety free and ready to take on new projects. Take a motherfucking nap. I would walk around to different locations, banks, stores, etc. and take enough money to make a difference, but not enough to raise suspicion. Then I would go into back storage rooms in Best Buy or Walmart and stock up gaming systems and TVs. Get all of that good stuff. Then I would get so much cat food. The absolute endless amount of that good wilderness all meat cat food that costs $35 a bag. The end. I would learn stuff like piano, languages, other instruments, finish studying and all. But people around me would be surprised. How did I do that in no time? Well then, gotta fake it then after 3 months or so. Probably break every law that exists and regret everything for the rest of my life when I resume time. Looks like I'm the only one that's going to get to the bottom of Area 51. Two kinds of people in this thread. Sleep. People I don't want to have the ability to freeze time. I'd like to say I would rob a bank for as much as I could carry, but I won't for legal reasons. Tie everybody's shoelace in the world together. Unfreeze time and then watch the madness. ZA Wirudo moves from one side of room to other in stop time. Pause time and sleep until I'm satisfied because my parents are obsessed with me getting up early. I know it's for my own good, but I love sleep too much. What would happen if you paused time, fell asleep and died in your sleep? Sleep. Then, like, steal money and look at boobas or whatever. After I take my nap, I'd take a nice stroll and check out the frozen state of affairs, get a feel for how the physics of it work. My name is Barry Allen, and I'm the fastest man alive, me pausing and unpausing moving around the room. Is it just a one-time thing or do we have power to pause time as often as possible? Does our aging pause since time is paused or do we grow old? These are the important questions. Without aging personally, and with the ability to do it whenever, I would use it to travel, at least domestically, to see places I have always wanted to check out. Want to camp in Yellowstone for a week? I could do that all on a single Saturday. I'd help my dog with her matted fur problem. The reason I can't now is because any attempt at grooming is met with extreme anger. Pause time. Fart loudly. Wait for smell to dissipate. Unpause time. Pause time. Probably. I was going to say that I'd totally Robin Hood wealthy Doucher bags who are berating service industry employees by pickpocketing the Doucher bag and slipping half the cash to the service industry person, but I realize this has the potential to blow on the service industry person if the Doucher bag realizes their cash is missing quickly enough, and I don't want that. So maybe just steal from assholes and cheat in high stakes poker games. We would all do some weird shit. Make JoJo references. I could be the greatest, well hit greatest but most okay magician ever. I would ask people to pick a card, pause time, look at it, unpause. They start to place it in the deck but just before it goes all the way in, pause time. Take card and place it in pocket, unpause. Shuffle the deck, ask for the person's age then pause time, but lace the card that many places down, unpause. Start taking cards from the tip top down to that card. Flip it and boom, it's their card. Or steal things IDK. Honestly. Steal enough money that I would never have to work again. I despise my job, and I am so burnt out on working my ass off just to keep my co-workers afloat. I the only it person for 300 people. I would kill to just be able to not be needed every single time something hiccups. FFS Google exist folks. Horny stuff. A lot of horny stuff. Damn all of the things I could do. I would first rest until I feel better. I need about a month break from life and it would be perfect if I could just do that without anyone knowing. Just reset. Kill the jokesters. Stop time. Pet all the dogs, and cats too, cause why not? Then unfreeze time. I'd sit down and finally write that novel I promised my sister I would write. Work prevents me from doing so. Make all my enemies naked and completely humiliate them. Save people's lives. And maybe steal. But only if I'm desperate. Standinator. Identify this stand. I'd use it to mess with people tbh. I'd probably end up doing dumb troll stuff like putting people's shoes on their hands or swapping their hats. I don't think I'd do anything bad like stealing money, but I'd definitely have people wondering why their watch is suddenly on their left wrist and not the right. I could also use it to catch up on work writing. I've been feeling a lot less motivated lately, which has been more of a problem for my writing than lack of time, so I DK how often I'd do it, but you can bet that, the moment I had an idea for a scene, I'd be pausing time to write it down. Yells are Warudo. Be inhumanely good at any sport video game ever. I go bro, I make money, I sleep 12 hours a day. Pause time right as I'm nutting so that the pleasure lasts longer. Probably read it longer. Continuously move a buff French man down a staircase. Throw a bunch of knives at a buff 17-year-old. I'd probably go troll some French guy and place him at the bottom of a staircase. Use it for naps. Then I could use 100% of real time and sleep during pause time. That and high stakes poker. Clean up my homeless friends, get them fake IDs, and hack their names into the free housing list. I'd use it to finish all of my work so I'd have more stress-free time. Also, pause during tests so I can search up the answers. Move my finger 3 centimeters and scare the shit out of the 100-year-old blonde gay vampire in front of me. Then kill him. Rob a bank. Fuck everyone. Steal the keys of the fastest car in the neighborhood. Move. Also, put everyone in awkward positions and weird ways. Jump around. Yell a lot. Do crazy shit. Drink all of the Kool-Aid in my city. Sleep. Weird shit. Learn shit and kinky shit. I've seen some Japanese porn with this premise. Kill a 17-year-old Japanese high school student with a steamroller. Just this second. I'm on the train and there's 3 stunners in bikinis. I'm not normally pervert at all, but fuck me, I'd kill for a 30-second stare without being noticed. They are gorgeous. Actually get 8+ hours of sleep each night. Spend a ridiculous amount of time reading, gaming, chilling. Pickpocket jerks and the people I don't like. Wouldn't it be awesome to be prepared for anything? You could learn languages and any skill that you want. You'll always be rested and have access to most of the things you need to be successful, so there would be infinite time to pursue knowledge and leisure. If only, right? My only concern is getting lonely. If you spend too much time in pause world, that's pretty much the same as being alone. Nobody can see you or connect with you. Throw a comical amount of knives at a 17-year-old Japanese guy. Destroy the Joestar bloodline. How about becoming immortal by taking the blood of someone in the family of someone I fought long ago, trolling his friend by making him step down the stairs when he tries to approach me, get in an enormous battle in Egypt with an emo kid and then run him over with a road roller? Too much? Beat the shit out of a Japanese teenager and throw some knives, I guess. What kind of stupid question is that? Drop a steamroller on Jotaro, obviously. Not going to lie, I'd pause time to do all the chores, so that when I go back to my computer I technically haven't lost a minute of my day that I can dedicate to gaming. Homework. I got all the time I need. I'm not ashamed to say I would steal money. A lot of it. I would pause time, go around the world and take every bullet being fired and aim it at the ground, and take the bullets from each gun and throw it in the ocean. Many people would live that day. I'd go around getting things for people and leave them by their bedsides. Maybe find those who are upset and leave notes and tissues etc beside them, along with a teddy bear to hug etc. I just want to make people happy tbh. Finally be rid of that accursed Joester bloodline so I can hang out with my hetero priest life partner and become God. Tie people's shoelaces together. Move people's shopping trolleys a few feet. Randomly clean a dirty car. Weird stuff like that nobody could explain. Honestly probably just sit there and enjoy the peace and quiet. Kill everyone. No repercussions, you say? Hey, boss. I'm done with my work, and there's still 99% of my shift left. Now what? Also, every time I stop time, I'd say or yell ice time like Aokiji. Throw a fuck ton of knives at a 17-year-old. Throw a steamroller at some random teen on a bridge in Egypt. Move Trump's stuff around. Just really fuck with him. It's midnight and he's nodding off. The cheeseburger wrappers he carefully threw away are now stuffed in the pillowcase. His favorite slippers, which he always keeps near the bed. One is in the sink and one is dangling on the windowsill. Pause time for everyone and kill myself. Fuck y'all, you can't stay frozen. It can't unfreeze without me making it so. Got him. I think about this, maybe wish about it sometimes, but there are so many things I would do. Lose the controller. Pause it to think about how to answer this question. I freeze time and see if there are any repercussions. Masturbate furiously. JK sleep for 8 hours for once. Have a unhindered and uninterrupted marathon masturbation. In front of you. Become a superhero. Think about it. You have as much time as you want to do something. In a way, it's kind of like teleporting at least to other people. Basically everything. Sleep. Pause time. Bathroom breaks. Time is paused except for flushing and washing hands. Also, take up a job as a high-class courier, very exclusive and expensive. Guarantee discretion and next day continental delivery. And then hike across America, stealing food as I carry my cargo. Drop my cargo at the requested address, and come back. Since there's no repercussions for being frozen in time, it means I wouldn't be aging anyways. Then coast on the money of that delivery until I need to do another. Possibly also set up a magic show and fuck with Penn and Teller a bit. Do you lose bits of your lifespan doing this, or can you essentially live forever with time frozen? Question mark. Lift a fucking road roller. Slap everyone I hate in my school, mostly everyone. Finish my coursework and assignments. Sleep. I'd probably draw on everyone's faces and amp other pranks. Sorry, my mind is very childish. I would get cat food from every single store in the universe. Everyone will be baffled. Then it will all show up in someone I don't like's house. They go to jail. Do the same thing with dog food. I would vaccinate all the unvaccinated kids without them or their Karens knowing. Suffocate, unable to move as the air molecules stop moving. Pause and throw morgues in lake. Put my boob on top of someone's head. Clean up the earth as much as one person can, and free all the animals that are being tortured and bring them to a safe home. Then I would visit as many graves as possible, leaving them flowers, of course making sure the person is not a bad person like Hitler or something. Pick up a road roller and defeat the Joesters. Sleep, drive with no traffic, other than having to drive around stopped cars, spend more time on my hobbies. Snoop. The snooze button in the morning would be a much more enjoyable experience. What do you do? I pause time. Pause time. Rob a bank. Who won't? Become a vigilante. What I want to say, take this time to increase my productivity tenfold, solve the world's problems, and be the best me. Reality, fap and nap for like 2 months straight. Just rest for a few days without people wanting things from me, work beating me down or being worried about paying my bills. I'd love for a moment to just breathe and be left alone. Crowley strip and run around. I'd become the greatest boxer the world has ever seen. I would yell "Za Warudo." Pick people up on stairs and move them back a few steps. Repeat many times. I'd punch a MILF hunter through his stomach. You might be interested in the book, The Fair Martyr by Nicholson Baker. About a totally ordinary guy who discovers he can do exactly this. Give Trump bucake during the State of the Union. Unpause. Collect as much weed and money as I possibly could. First things first. I'll pause time. Snoop through government files and bases. And research why we haven't gone back to the moon. Go to a Trump rally then pants him. Sleep and relax. Read a lot. Learn things. Invent things. Exercise. My damn homework. Fuck you. Executive function disorder.